Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have my sister Katie. You want to say a few words?
Not really.
Not really.
Hi.
Okay. So today we're gonna be doing a anime drawing.
Anime.
Okay. Let's get right into it. She's gonna teach us how to do it step by step, and it'll be fun. Okay. So today what are we drawing?
We're just gonna do a simple anime girl. It will look like that.
Kind of look like. Sorry, the lighting.
The lighting's really bad, but it'll end up looking somewhat like that.
Yeah.
When we're done. Except you can't see the nose or the mouth in that picture.
Sorry about the lighting. We're going to get some good lighting down here eventually. We're renovating down here, so hopefully it'll be fun. I actually am getting my camera. I know I've been saying it for a while. I'm going to get it in the next 20 days, hopefully. And yeah. So,
Okay.
what's the first step?
No, I'm gonna say what we need first. First off, for pencils, I'm using Artsmore stuff. You can't see them very well. There.
How many does it come?
It comes with 12. This one comes with 12. You only need 3, though, for this, if you've got it.
It'll look like this, kind of. You get your 3 dark ones. Wait, is it
They're like, no, it's just multiple. They're all dark. Like, all of them are really dark. Can get really
4
dark.
really dark ones. Sorry about the light. 4 dark ones, as you can see. 4 lighter ones, and then really light ones. Okay? This is a good set. I use...
It was also extremely cheap.
Yeah, those ones, I think they were under like $10. I'm using my Pro Art pencil. As you can kind of see the shine. You can barely see it. It says Pro Art there if you can see it. I'm just using these. And
Okay.
yeah, let's get into it.
Wait, if you have nice pencils, then the ones I'm using are 2H, H, and F.
Yeah, I'm using an H, so.
Yeah. So if you don't have any of those, just be cautious of how hard and light you're going with the pencils.
Yep. So, if you see these 2 things right here where I'm pointing to, it's just the tripod. I couldn't really figure out how to fit the tripod on my desk. My nice desk that we got for free. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Now can we start?
Yes.
Okay, yay.
So, you're gonna want to go really light for doing this, but
You want to sharpen your pencil?
no, I like it dull. But start off with like an oval circle sort of thing. Now, after that, try to find like the center, the top of the circle, and like the center sort of.
Okay,
and then just make a line, and you're gonna go through and kind of farther down. Stop where you want the chin to be, sort of.
I'm gonna fix this real quick.
Good?
Yep.
Okay. So, at this point, you're just gonna like make a little bit of a line where the chin is. And then, once you're done with that, you can move on to kind of shaping the face.
So like the side of the...
Oh, I usually go from the chin first, but depending on what it is, if you want to have it straighter, you might start there.
Alright, so where did we start it?
Swoopy.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's about there. You don't want it too low and you don't want it too high, but it's gonna be very spoopy. Style again. Find the kind of center where the line is. There might be actually a line still there from when you erased it earlier, and then part it. For my hairstyle, not Teague's, you're gonna swoop back, kind of like that. I don't know how well you can see that, but I made like a kind of a curve. Kind of looks like a messed up candy cane. And you're just gonna kind of like go and spike it.
I'm gonna make some Henry hair.
And then back to the part. Just basically do the same, but on this side.
Alright, so
Okay, so there's this weird little tuft she has on the, should be the right side. And that is just the right, like, part of her head. So it's gonna be a little bit like an oval, but if you can see, how well can you see this? I'm just gonna draw it and then you can copy if you can like see how well you can see. I'm gonna show you how to do the facial features. I like to start with the nose for some reason, and it's just gonna be kind of center of the face, and just start off with this little line.
a line
It's like diagonal.
diagonal.
You can change the form and like how narrow it is depending on the character, but
Like that?
yeah.
That's easy. Okay.
Well, that's the start. When we go into shading, it'll be a little bit more complex, but that won't be too hard. And then the mouth isn't too far; it's just a little bit under it. There are different ways to do mouths, but we're just gonna go with a smirk, and that was a terrible smirk. But I'm gonna redraw that, kind of like a smirky smile type thing. Very upset with her facial shape for some reason. Like there's not enough sharpness to the thing. I can fix it later. It looks so cute.
Guys, these eyes are probably gonna have to be like in its hair. His hair.
Well, it can be like right there. So it won't be too far from like the nose. There's gonna be something right here, and then okay. So like you can see, I'm gonna start with this one over here.
Oh, we're showing the eyes or the eyebrows?
Eyes.
Okay,
So it's just kind of like a curve. It's kind of like an L on its side, sort of.
like a sideways, like a half of a U on its side, kind of.
Yeah, that's better. That's a better way of describing it. This one's very different from the eye style that I had in there, but that's because I don't like that one as much.
Okay, So I've worked on
Okay.
my other eye because Katie won't tell me what to do.
Oh yeah, basically just mirror it. Well, you were like, gosh, just mirror it on the other side.
Make some wrinkles on his forehead, just like.
Stop it. Then there's gonna be another line. This one's gonna be a lot smaller right under it. That's just like that, if you can see it. It's pretty dark. So on this side. That's not a mistake. That's actually there.
My lips are horrible. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo the curve on my eyes. I usually do, when I'm drawing people, I usually do my eyebrows first. So I can kind of get a feel of where
That doesn't make sense.
my eyes are gonna be.
Keep in mind, he's never done anime before. He hasn't done anything like anime before. I think I had at least tried drawing an anime character, not knowing how to draw anime.
It
Yeah,
looks
that's his.
like Henry.
Kind of, actually. And then we're going on to the iris. So,
Oh, that's it too. So.
oh yeah, you have to add the thing. So when you draw the iris, you don't want it to drop to the bottom if it's looking straight, if the character's looking straight forward. You want it to be kind of an oval, like that. I don't know how well you can see that. Yeah, you can see that pretty good. And then just do it the same on the other way. Maybe every once in a while I can do tutorials on how to draw specific characters.
I would not mind that. This is fun.
I'm gonna pull her eye up a little bit more.
Guys, if I say something like, oh, this is how you should do it, don't listen to me.
Don't listen to him. But now we're going on to like the pupil and the highlights. I like to start off with doing like half the highlights first. So first one's going to be on the left side, and it's going to be kind of center. Keep in mind that some of these things will change when you're drawing them with real color. This is just going to be black and white. And then you can do it on the other side if you prefer, but I usually do one eye at a time. And then there will be another highlight, and it comes up and it kind of swoops down.
Never seen this before.
there's another highlight, but I want you to do the pupil first.
Oh, that's not the pupils?
Those are highlights.
Oh, what the? I don't know what I'm doing, guys.
So the pupil's just
Oh, it
another
just makes the.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shut the R, guys.
The more, okay, also, when drawing a character, a lot of things change depending on what, like, how cute you want them to be. The cuter you want them to be, the more highlights you want in the character. It'll make them more bubbly and cute.
And you probably, for not cute people that you want to draw, lesser cute, you probably want to have bigger eyes. Is that right?
Actually, the creepier you want, if you want a character to be creepy, you want it to have really, really small, like, irises.
Cool. Did
It
not
makes
know
them
that.
look like they're psychotic. But, so after you've done that, there's, for shading, add this little, we're not doing shading yet, but it'll make more sense once you've done shading. There's a little, like, it kind of looks like a macaroni, sort of.
A macaroni, guys.
Kind of looks like a macaroni, and it's another highlight, and it's right under the pupil, and kind of goes around it, like that.
Okay, I don't know how to do that with this one. Okay, I'm not going to do that because mine just sucks. Okay, so are we going to connect
Eyebrows.
the weird thing to this?
No,
Yeah.
you don't do that. Whenever you add color, usually there's gonna be, like, around it, it'll be white, and then the real skin will be something else.
Should I do it? Connect it though because it looks ugly on mine.
You can do it if you want,
Okay.
but just make sure you do it really light so it's not as noticeable.
Okay, you can keep on talking about your.
Okay,
thing.
so now you need to do eyebrows. Just a little bit above it, not too far. It'll be a little bit bigger, not wider, but like, I don't know. From side to side, a little bit bigger than the eye itself. And just start off with a line. I'm gonna do it on this side too. Is this fine?
No, it's David. He's trying to contact. Sorry, David. I missed your call or ignored your call.
If it even is
well, I was
David.
it is David. It's David or Brad. Who cares?
Okay, do your eyebrows.
Okay.
You want it to be slightly farther up because there's something you need to do in between them. In between the eye and the eyebrow. Okay, on that, you're going to want to do kind of a curve and then down. It'll be, your eyebrow's going to look a little bit like a triangle, sort of. And it changes for different characters and stuff, but this is very simple.
So, then you just do it to the other one as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's your basic thing. We're going to go into, oh, I'm going to erase the extra stuff here. But I'm going to go into taking an H and going over it. Leave the eyes be, because I'm going to show you something else. this is the F, right? Yeah. Okay. And then on these lines, I'm just going to take that and it just makes it darker and emphasizes it more. Okay, so on the outsiding of the iris, you can just take a normal H. And then sketch out the highlights.
Later on in the channel, we should do a who can draw the best with their left hand challenge. Guys, that's gonna be some fun.
And then take your F again. Also, the F is just darker, a little bit darker than the H. And then do the iris with an F.
Just gonna do it with the HEM, just so push a little darker.
If I push too hard with this, it's gonna snap because it's very, very thin.
Oh, there's this pencil stripe in there, right?
Oh, I forgot to tell you, if you want your character to look really emotionless, I'll probably show you how to do it on another tutorial, but there's a thing called an empty eye, and it's got no highlights and no like real defined pupil, and it's just by shading. It's really cool.
So what your eyes look like in real life?
Oh, not as much as they did when I was younger.
Yeah, they're pitch black.
Yeah, my eyes were almost pitch black. And a while ago, a couple years ago, my sister had to do my makeup for a, what's it called? A musical I was in. I don't know what it was. But I had to have a lot of like black eye makeup so they could see my eyes defined. And she said I looked like I was possessed because of it. Because how dark my eyes are.
Which one was it? Was it your raccoon?
No, I don't remember what show it was. I was never a raccoon. I was a badger at one point.
A badger.
I was a European badger.
Okay, guys, so look at it. It's so beautiful.
Okay, so there are a couple more details. There's a couple more details we're just gonna take in.
Hers is better.
Yeah, I've just been doing it more, and this isn't really your stuff. I'm gonna take a 2H again. It's the lightest one. And with this, just draw a little curve for the nose.
So I'm going to show you something that I've always hated about anime. So you see how the eye, you can see through the hair? I hate that. Why anime? Why?
I like that. I like the fact that you can do that.
Alright, so...
Yeah, usually there's a lot of hairstyles where you can see the eyebrow. Like, even if it's covering, because most anime hairstyles do cover at least to the one eyebrow. But yeah.
Okay, so...
Some people change it though.
That's still horrible. Guys, I'm not good. Katie, you keep on talking about how you do the nose.
So, after that, the little slant we originally had, draw sort of like a triangle. Like, that will be the bottom sort of, and then that's just to like darken it. And then under this chin, just draw a little bit of a light shadowing so you can see where the chin stops and where the neck starts, basically.
No, with mine you can kind of see, so.
Oh, also, for the iris, when I told you to do the little macaroni thing, take the H and everywhere other than the highlights.
Shadowing, Katie. I didn't know you could actually do this. Like, I know, I'm pretty bad at shadowing, but this neck actually looks pretty cool.
Okay, there's one last thing I want to show you. This also, like, the more feminine, the less it'll be, and the more masculine, the more there will be. It also lets you look more tired. I usually don't actually add this too much, but right above, you can add this little line. and basically that's it. But you can also add ones down here, and like just the more you add, the more masculine and tired it's gonna probably end up looking. So yeah, you can tinker with that. Oh, I've got a couple more highlights too. I know, like, I'm gonna show you different highlights. First off, on the hair, there are like 3 different basic ones, and you can just kind of go in between if you want. There's one for really cute chibi ones, and it's just kind of like this oval circle. This is highlights too. It's usually right here. There's just a plain like sort of triangle angle type thing, and that's like in between cute and like more realistic.
They really can't see it because how light it is.
Yeah, you can't see it too well, but there's just, it's kind of like an angle. And then there's another one that's more realistic and stuff, and it's just kind of like a triangle, but you cover the hair, cover it up with like natural hair a little bit more. I can just leave it like this and we can take a picture later with better lighting.
So are we gonna color it, or is this it?
Okay, I'm gonna show you a couple. I'm gonna go with the normal thing, and
There's more.
I'm also
This is
gonna
a lot.
add some right here. For the blush, for really chibi things, you can also add highlights right here and right here.
That won't look good on you guys.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't.
Especially Henry over here. He's just like.
And then you can blush. You can add blush. You can not have blush, and you can also not have the option of not adding a highlight. But just if you're gonna do both, just kind of blush around it, and that will be with like an H. It'll be really light.
He looks really weird upside
So that's my anime.
That's her anime. This is my. Oh well, what happened to you, Henry? My anime. We'll do a picture for thumbnail. Hers. Okay, guys. So to make the voting down in the comments better, she won. Is this it?
Yeah.
I mean, later on you can color it and stuff like.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. But for the video's sake, it's already like 20 minutes long. So I think we're going to end it here. And this is how you do anime. Right? Guys, it's awesome. Hey, Henry. Do you like yourself? I made you.
You actually drew it not terribly. Like,
You like it?
hey, you're a better artist than Jeff.